some of the push hands that we just take for granted. And one of them is, the most basic one is where we'll start, and it's this one. We're going to go from here to there, here to there. As we were discussing before, we're both going to be in sunshin. And the reason is, you don't want to use your weight to lean when you're doing any kind of push hands. Another term for push hands is listening hands. We're going to call it push hands for today. So what is this? If you think in Tai Chi, what's this movement? Pung. Ward off. If Andrew's punching towards me, that's ward off. Right. Punch with the other hand, ward off. Punch with that hand. One. This deals now with 1, 2. And he's going to receive it in his hand. And we're going to learn this coordination. 1, 2. Why is it up and down? You'll see, say in my game, I'll take it from Tai Chi. Single whip. Tax. Tax. Turn. Karate. Turn. Kakie. Turn. Turn again. Punch. So that turn. There's a turn reverse. We'll deal with that another moment. For now, this is effectively, if you were to look at it from a Tai Chi perspective, this is pung. Pung. 1, 2. 1, look at my hands. 1, 2. Now, one of the things we don't want to do is lean, because ultimately we want to add a bit of force to the technique. Why? Resistance. Resist. Resist. And I'm not going to do what I just did and lean. Do that other hand. Down, stances. Stay in your stance. Why? Because we want the right muscles working. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. We want the right muscles working, yeah? Watch this. What happens? What are you feeling? I'll start to resist. Go. Go.
I can't go that way, so I have to go over the top.
Right. Yep, exactly. And what do you feel in your shoulder? Keep going.
Getting tired.
Getting tired. Because you shouldn't be using your shoulder. You should be using your lat. So if you use your body weight, if you use your body weight, you're further cheating and you're not learning the right. So you start to get tired real quick.
Yep.
That bit of resistance is important, okay? But we don't want to overdo that. Ultimately, what we want to do is develop the listening potential. We're going to do 2 listening potentials now. This is where we set up a rhythm. We don't make it floppy weak. We just listen. And we put in a bit of resistance. Yeah. And now, the first one we're going to do is, ready? 2, 1, Andrew doesn't know when it's going to happen. This hand's going to be ready, because as soon as he feels me slap, he has this hand here ready to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Yes. Now, Mike, your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it once, and I want to respond. Papa. Good. Right. And again. Okay. Second application of basic kakie. Up and down. Up and down. I'm going to now catch it early. Before, I caught it late, punched. This time, for this listening hands drill, I'm going to catch it early, open up and punch. So both times I'm changing arms, because nothing's easier than seeing this happen. Okay, because you can just raise that arm, or you can raise a cross with that, or there, or you can use the other hand there. Watch this. You can. I'm just going to punch. Okay, he knew what's happened. That's easy. It's this that really outfoxes you, okay? That, or even worse, you did it. I think it's good. And again, so 1, that's what we're going to do. 2, 3, 4, catch. There. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, catch. Yeah. Let's try. This is peng, okay, in Tai Chi. But what if we did what would be in Tai Chi an, which is a straight push. And I would do lu, an, lu, an, lu, an, lu, an, lu. Okay, now we get the same thing with the hands, except I'm moving my body. I've got to have a slightly longer stance for it to work, because I've got to absorb, 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 and now I can apply locks. Andrew can do the same to me. That would be one sort of thing, and I would have to be aware of that, because my lu, as he's doing it, I would have to bend, you see that? And then I would apply my own lock. Okay. So this is an, push, does the lock. If I catch it in time, I see I avoided it, then I apply my own lock. Andrew can do that to me, if he's listening. Or I try and attack. Good. Of course, I can listen to that too. So. So, I can get a lock, you can take it all the way to the ground using this. So, there are times to kind of listen throughout the whole drill, but you start it with a rhythm and you break it. One last variant, and we cannot do an, but we can do the same thing we did before, ward off, peng, peng and lu. And now because we're doing peng and lu, okay, when we're doing peng and lu, we now have to go in a circle. And this is tailor-made for that kind of attack. The opening that we did before, but there are lots of others as well. Andrew can open it up. Oh, he locks. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. The beauty of it is the lu is there. I am able to do the lock, or I'm able to open it up, or I'm able to do, as he responds, apply another lock, or whatever. We can do it in this variety. Okay. So those are just from that platform. We can expand our listening hands repertoire to 3 different options. And curiously, well, the karate, they are actually all within the Peng Wu Ji An when you use one hand, and within Bagua as well. What does Bagua do? It does this. So, same thing. It's the, it's the first one, it's An. So, it's an interesting thing. So many Shin has that movement. Hung Chuan. So, curiously, you'll see these movements repeating again and again.